Welcome back to another exciting episode of BarQuest. We're on season 2, going around Chicago, finding the best bars, the comedians' favorite bars in the city. And we're kicking the season off with a killer. My good buddy, your good friend, Darrell Monti, everybody. How are you doing this?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell the viewers at home what bar we're at currently.
So we are at the corner of Damon and Division at Rainbo Club.
Hell yeah. Before we get into Rainbo Club, which I love, one of my top favorite bars in the city, can you tell the people at home a little bit about how you came to be in Chicago and, a little brief synopsis of you in the comedy scene?
Yeah, I moved here originally on Halloween night 2007.
Okay.
So I am a middle-aged man. I'm 40 years old. So this was a long time ago, 18 years ago.
You're looking good for 40, guys.
Thanks. I have yet to do Botox, but I've avoided sunlight and heroin. So that's what I'd attribute my youthful visage to. Yeah, I moved to this neighborhood like maybe 6 blocks west of here, over in Humboldt Park, like at Division and Cortez, or not Cortez, Artesian. So I moved here from Los Angeles, had never lived here before, never set foot in the city before.
Crazy.
I moved in with a buddy, and back then you had the label pejorative or a term of endearment is a view, but the label hipster existed.
Okay.
And I considered myself one. I was considered one. So when I first moved here, I was like, I think I just Googled, like, where are the hipster bars? And this popped up number 1.
Hell yeah.
Number 1 on the algorithm, and it just happened to be 6 blocks away.
Nice.
So that's how I found this place.
Okay.
And then I moved here to do comedy.
Okay.
I was more interested in like the improv thing initially.
Right on.
So I was like, okay, Second City is here, so I'll move here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you from LA originally? You're from like Boston.
No, I'm from Boston originally. Yeah. Lived in LA for like a year and a half. It wasn't hitting, and I moved here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What year did you say you moved here?
Halloween night 2007.
2007. Nice.
So the Bush administration.
Right.
Back in the good old days, comparatively.
That is crazy. That was.
I'm now nostalgic for a fucking genocide against 2 countries that did nothing wrong.
Yeah. 2007, I was a sophomore in college back in Buffalo. Hell yeah. That's crazy that you've been here for that long. That really is.
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
So what do you do these days with comedy? I know I've had you on my shows before doing stand-up. I still see you do improv. It's been a minute actually since I've seen you do improv. But.
Yeah, I mean it's like wherever they'll have me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still do stand-up around the city. The show that I was doing for a while, Cool Kids Table, we're retooling. Yeah. We're moving to Wednesdays, the first Wednesday of the month, from Fridays, the first Friday of the month. Okay. And the show is rebranding as Hump Day Comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Dig it. Cool Kids Table, that was what previously was, right?
That was the previous one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was a fun show. I was on it. We'll definitely check out the new show then. Hump Day?
Hump Day, yeah.
Hump Day, hell yeah. Lincoln Lodge, great venue. If you haven't checked it out, go there. Incredible comedians there. All right, let's get into the bar. Now we know a little bit of your backstory. So what are you sipping on first off?
Tequila and soda with lime.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, is that your go-to at bars these days?
Yes.
Okay.
Brown liquor makes me feel very ill.
Fair.
Vodka is floor cleaner.
Yeah, it's rough.
Gin is rough. Floor cleaner plus juniper.
Yeah.
So tequila is like the lesser of all evils.
Right on.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I usually go with the vodka soda, but when they pour too much vodka in, it is rough.
It's disgusting.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Or if they don't have a lime or lemon to to break it up, it's just pain.
I would rather.
Freaking
I
pain.
would personally rather drink straight vodka.
Yeah, it's just straight up. No.
If I had to, between drinking a vodka soda,
Yeah.
Or straight vodka, I would rather drink straight.
Just
vodka.
go straight.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Hot take. Hot BarQuest take.
Well, it's disgusting as it is, and for whatever reason, the carbonation makes it more revolting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to drink vodka, but if I have to, I'd rather just
you're going
go
all in.
Russian style. Yeah.
All right. I'm going with the classic Miller High Life. This is like my go-to. It's almost like soda to me at like bars. I don't know.
It's a champagne of beers.
It's a champagne of beers. It always hits good, especially. I know what I'm getting into with it. But I have done a lot more vodka sodas lately, trying to cut down on the calories. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here at Rainbow Club though, and this is considered Ukrainian Village.
I would consider this Ukrainian Village.
Okay.
I don't know exactly like the demarcating line, but I would say we are right on the line between Wicker Park and Ukrainian Village, and there is, I think, overlap.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's dealer's choice whether it's Wicker Park or Ukrainian Village.
Do you live in Ukrainian Village or Wicker Park?
I lived in Humboldt Park.
Okay. Humboldt. Gotcha.
And the dividing line for that is Western Avenue.
Okay.
So once you go on Division west of Western, you are in Humboldt Park, and you'll know right away because there's a giant iron Puerto Rican flag over like the street.
Okay, right on. Good to know. When did you? Okay, so we talked about why you first came here or how you first came here. You looked up the most hipster bar, essentially. Can you talk about like favorite memories that you've had here, or why you specifically chose this place of all bars in the city?
So, I mean, I love this place because it's like, one, it has a lot of history. Like, if you look around, like, you see that, you can't see it on the video, but there's like a proscenium
We'll do like a flip around.
Yeah,
no problem.
there's like a proscenium stage. So it is an old bar. Like, this was a jazz and burlesque place in the 1930s.
Okay, did not know
and
that.
Then, yes, and then in the mid-'80s, a bunch of punks took it over. And that's kind of like, they've been in cruise control ever since and still got that energy. So like most of the bartenders here over the years have been musicians. So like when I first got here, the guy behind the bar the first time I came in was one of the people who was in Naked Ray Gun, who are like the most celebrated Chicago punk band. He was extremely grouchy and very matter of fact, and I was like, awesome.
That's the vibe.
But I mean, they've had pretty much every member of Tortoise, like a post-rock band from Chicago, bartends here. Tim Kinsella from Joan of Arc, like probably still bartends here occasionally. So like it's definitely for like punk rock and hipster people. So that was part of it. And also like it's a dive, but it's a social dive. Like you're not, because there's plenty of places where if you just really want to crawl into a bottle and die on the cheap around here, there's plenty of places.
Yeah.
Like there's Ola's down the street, which I love, which is an old Polish place, and it's one of those places where you can like get a bottle to go or drink it there.
Oh
it's
shit.
up to you. And it's not like VIP bottle service. It's like, no, I want a flask of Gordon's vodka.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I have a glass?
Yeah. There's a lot of those spots around Chicago where it's just like grab and go beer and liquor, and also a little divey bar all in one.
They're the Burst Capillary set go to hang out. But this is like, you see the same people. I mean, I think some of the crowd has aged out, like the people that I used to see 18 years ago. You know, I
definitely
don't see
a younger crowd, at least. But you're on a Saturday
but it
too.
keeps cycling. It's always a new, like young hip crowd, and it cycles out as people move out of the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's what I loved about it. It's like there's no TV. They never have a TV. They do have a TV over there by the Deer.
Okay.
That is on one night every 4 years, and that's election night.
Oh wow.
They will.
It's the only time that they.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to watch the election, which is, I don't know, if that's, you know, I certainly I come into a place like this to forget about elections.
Yeah.
But
It's an odd thing, but okay,
it's
cool.
the only time they turn it on. They always have awesome music because it's like musicians.
The speaker system in here, I had a friend bring me in. He lives around the corner here, big fan of this bar, and he was saying that the sound system in here is like perfect because of the way that it's shaped. It's very much like a perfect little box here. It's like not a big bar by any means, but they have a killer speaker in every corner, so you're just getting blasted with music.
It's the only thing they've put any effort into.
Nice.
And it's rightfully so.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the bathroom yet. I believe it's like just a cake of soap, not even like a dispenser still for like since 1985.
Yeah.
It's probably the same cake of soap from 1985 that's just been whittled down to a nug. Yeah.
Nice.
Or people have just not washed their hands.
Yeah, that probably that too.
That's kind of what I like it. It's grimy, but in a charming,
very charming way. Yeah. It's patch only. They always have like circulating art as well.
Yes.
So I'll take some pictures and throw that on the IG when we post this. But there's always different art.
And I love that too. I'm a big sports fan and stuff, but if I go into a bar and like the decor isn't like a Bud Light mirror with like a Cubs logo on it, like if there's been some thought into it and they're just like putting up art and it isn't like bad coffee shop art, it's like clearly people that are talented.
No, totally.
I love it. Like one of the guys here that like bartended forever, I don't know if he's still around, this guy Ken, another, OG, will not smile at you, like, is like, what do you want type of guy.
Yeah.
Is this unbelievably talented needlepoint guy.
Oh.
So, like, every once in a while you come in here and there's this, like, exquisite, but also kind of weird, like, there's, like, S&M stuff in it, needlepoint, and I'm like, who did that? And they're like, Ken. Yeah, that's it. Just, like, a shitty bar that cool people go to.
Totally. We got like what?
And there's like actually
4 little booths. It's crazy we got a booth.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing you saw on the way.
Prime real estate.
Insane that we got perfect timing on a Saturday nonetheless. And there's also a pinball machine in the corner.
Yeah.
When I was photo booth that I've definitely done with the girlfriend.
The photo booth is a mainstay. When I first came here, they always had a pinball machine. They've rotated it over the years.
Okay, cool.
When I was here, like the only other like possible piece of entertainment other than your friends was a centipede machine.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Old school.
A horrible video game. Really difficult. You just shoot toadstools and a worm.
One of the original like Nintendo games,
right.
or Atari games. Yeah. Nice. Well, RIP. I don't think they have it here anymore. But you can play pinball for sure. Did you say a favorite memory that you've had here?
No, I have not yet.
Okay.
So there's been a lot. So I met my first Chicago friend here.
Okay.
So, I moved here. I didn't know anyone except for the guy that I moved in with, who was like my childhood friend, and he didn't know anyone. He was kind of a reclusive, shy guy.
Okay.
So, I would go in here. I was insufferable at the time. Like I was like in that phase where I would wear a tie for no reason.
Whoa, okay.
I'm not in business, but I was just like, I'd wear a cardigan with a tie.
Oh,
like
man,
I looked like fucking Angus Young from AC/DC. So, people weren't chatting me up. That didn't move the needle for any strangers. And also, this isn't the type of place where like people you go to drink with your friends. It's not like people meet each other here.
Yeah.
So a good friend of mine came into town to visit me and the other guy, and he is a really talented caricature artist and like just really good at sketching.
Sweet.
And for whatever reason, that's like, other than like going up and using like a pickup line on people, it's like drawing caricatures or sketches of people in a bar is this unbelievable icebreaker.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And so we were over at that, like right by the draft line.
Okay.
And there were these two cute girls, and we wanted to talk to them, and neither one of us are like Casanova types that are going to go and try to like drop a line on someone.
Yeah.
He just starts drawing them.
Oh,
and
nice.
they start talking to us immediately because they were both, we found out, like art school students. So that's how I met like my longtime friend Rachel. She was one of the two of them. We ended up, so that was a great memory.
Hell yeah.
I'm also dating myself. When I moved here, you could still smoke in bars.
Oh shit.
It
So
was
you
the
could
last.
smoke in here.
Yes,
Damn.
it was the last year of it. So I moved here Halloween 2007, and then the law went into effect, like banning smoking indoors, January 1st, 2008. Wow. So I was in here on New Year's Eve, and it was like we were on an aircraft carrier that was going down. Like people were smoking. Like
Smoke them if you got them, dude.
Yes. Like, I mean, I mean, there really was like a thick. I'm surprised the cigarette smell isn't still here.
Yeah, is it still
it was like,
hanging around?
if you were in here for longer than 10 minutes, you fucking leaked. So that was kind of cool. Like, I was here for like the end of a horrible era.
That is wild.
But I mean, you know, it was like. It's a bummer. I've never been a cigarette smoker, but it's a bummer going outside in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
So I remember that pretty distinctly. Those are like my two really distinct memories.
Okay. Oh yeah. I love it, man. Let's see. I will say another thing that I always love every time I come here with friends or the girlfriend is the drinks are cheap. It's cash only, but
this was $5.
$5, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and I mean it's who knows? It's it's like it's not great tequila.
Yeah,
it's not George Clooney's
but
tequila.
Still, it's like you can come here, you can get drunk, and you won't break the bank.
If you have $20, like you can leave here feeling nice.
You'll be feeling good.
Yeah.
So, little pro tip. Come in here, get a couple before you explore around town or hang out all night. And then also pro tip, learn how to draw caricatures. And you can do that to hit on women.
You can do that to hit on women. You can also do that to, like, totally insult and alienate women as well.
Oh, yeah, just
other people. I mean, it depends on, like, my friend's also changed his caricature style.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be flattering, and he's like, no, I'm going to lean into insulting. Like, I'm going to take whatever your most prominent feature is, I'm going to exaggerate it by a factor of 5. And so he has, like, he will now do pop-ups at bars where he's, like, warning, insulting caricatures. Like it says,
you're not gonna like it.
There's a disclaimer, like, this will not make you look good, but you will laugh.
It is always funny when you see, like, I've definitely been to people's homes where they have their caricatures from, like, a vacation, and they're like that, and they like, yeah, we're gonna frame this up at home. It's like, usually a testament of, like, okay, they have a pretty good sense of humor.
So my parents have framed really insulting caricatures. But the reason they framed them and kept them up was the guy that drew them, Bob Camp, like about a decade or so after he drew them, like he was just like a caricature artist, he ended up being one of the co-creators of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, wow.
Like it came out super famous anime.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So he has, it's not worth anything, but it's like they have drawings from Bob Camp.
That's so
like
cool.
that aren't Ren and Stimpy like animation style. It's just them. It's like my mom and dad.
I love that. Hell yeah. Great chat. All right. Well, I think we're coming to the end. We do short episodes. That's how I like to play it. Maybe tell the people where to find you. If you have any projects coming up, and anything you want to play.
Yeah. So starting April 2nd, 2025, the first Wednesday of the month, 8 p.m. At the Lincoln Lodge is Hump Day Comedy. It's a variety show, so sketch and stand-up should be worth your time.
Awesome, man. What's your Instagram?
Instagram handle is __ scratch that, at Darrell J. Monti.
Darrell J. Monti. Awesome, man. Well, I will say, you've always cracked me up on stage. I remember seeing you perform at The Annoyance, doing improv. I think that was my introduction to you. Always hilarious in scenes. And then had the pleasure of having you on shows. You've let me come on your shows. And your comedy is amazing because it is this weird, like, meeting ground between, like, you have jokes on RuPaul, but then you have jokes on basketball, and just like
that's one bit.
Yeah, that's all in one. Yeah, that's all in one joke. Yeah, sorry, that's all in one joke.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, just like you've got a vast knowledge of a lot of really interesting topics, and you apply them all in your performances. So it's always like super interesting, super funny, super refreshing.
Yeah.
So
it would have been awesome if I could have shared and imparted that knowledge with any of the single women here when I used to come here as a single guy. But they iced me out because I was wearing a tie with a cardigan.
Tie, yeah. This is another pro tip. Do not wear a tie.
No tie and no jacket required.
Come on, man.
This is not a supper club. This is a
especially here. Yeah, especially here. Well, hell yeah. Well, this has been another episode of BarQuest. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out Darrell. I think that's it. Check out Rainbo Club. This place rules. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.